Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Swift Artblade, and thank you very much for coming and watching the Relentless Raider Challenge on Elder Scrolls Legends. And can I just say this right now? Do not do this. Don't. At all in the slightest. I am about to show you the deck. Feel free to pause around about here if you would like to do this yourself, but do not do this yourself. The Relentless Raider combo is where you get the Relentless Raiders out and then you can mill the entirety of your opponent's health in one turn once you have these Relentless Raiders. Now, you can put 3 in your deck, even though it's a legendary. I'm going to say legendary, it's a unique. But that's because of how low it is and how weak it is. But I opened my big mouth during the last, in the comments of the last Elder Scrolls challenge video I did slash information video, and said I will do it with one Relentless Raider in my deck. And to my credit, I finally did. However, this is after about a month to 2 months of attempts, hours upon hours spent, because on paper this is easy. And if I have the effort, because new baby boy just been born, I'd get a piece of paper and I'd put "this is easy" on it, and then screw it up, set fire to it, and then pee on that to then set fire to it again, to then go at it with a flamethrower, because it just wasn't. It was not easy. I just, Now, in all fairness, the concept of this challenge is pretty much simple. You get one Relentless Raider, and then you've got to duplicate it 5 times. And as you looked at the deck earlier on, I decided to go with the Premature Burial card. I call it Premature Burial, we know that's Yu-Gi-Oh! To put 2 copies in my deck, and then Brilliant, so once I've finally got it out of my graveyard, I can then copy one upwards of 3 times. There were problems with this. Sometimes I'd play a game and wouldn't even get the card at all in the slightest. It just would not turn up. It wouldn't have it. It went, no, you ain't having either your Brilliance or your freaking graveyard card, even though I had a ton of cards that could mill cards from my own deck. Sometimes it'd go, nah, you ain't having a Relentless Raider, and you're going to need cards to keep yourself alive, so you're deliberately going to put them in your graveyard instead, which I suppose is my fault when you look at it that way. Or the best one, and we will come to it later, I will keep that to myself for right now. But this one particular can screw up any challenge like this. So that was my first loss, and I don't know if you caught it. I just go directly into another one, and even though this is sped up by I think 500%, um, it's going to take some thingy. So what I decide to do is I go for the shout deck, because I can upgrade and hopefully get a Parthenax. Because the Parthenax combo of, even though it is, well, there's actually an extremely good chance for it to drop the healing out of your graveyard um, quite often. And I mean, this, oh yeah, I got lucky with the bloody Parthenax right there. So I was using that as the clutch to keep my stuff out the graveyard. And even then, the setup for this took so many turns. I think I would have been better off trying to go for the only healing myself challenge. And even then, I think I take more than 5 health off him and just decide, screw it, I'm going to try and do this and get him down to 20. Because after a month and a half, I couldn't do it anymore. I mean, I love doing challenges like this. It's fun for me. I mean, the whole point of my YouTube channel is that it's fun for me. I show off what I can do, which isn't much. I'm not gonna lie. I like having a laugh at a joke. I don't care if I swear. If I ever make it big, I'm probably still gonna swear, because it's my way of playing, and I'm not even trying to make it big, but At this point, I'd gotten to the stage of mental exhaustion of trying to pull off this combo with one Relentless Raider. I mean, if you slow it down, which I'm pretty confident you can do, you can see that I was literally trying everything to mill cards from my own deck to try and get like the cards I needed to get Relentless Raider out. And yes, finally I do it. It took so long. Oh, oh my God. And at the moment while I'm recording this, I've got beeps going off in my head. And my son was born. So I've got two sons now and a daughter, but lack of sleep. So this is why this is taking so long to come out. I know, and it seems to be that if I drop my pitch just a little bit, my recording will then stop. So I'm having to constantly talk at the same level. So anyway, I've gone off topic. So the point being is, I would rather try and mill my opponent's deck out by only healing than do this challenge again. And it's because it's not because it wasn't particularly enjoyable, because when you finally pull it off, it's fantastic. And I don't know why I just decided to attack and then I think I thought I wasn't getting it out. So I just keep going and going. And you see, he's got no cards. And at this point, I was also worried because this has happened a few times as well. I was worried he was going to leave. So I wouldn't actually pull off my own victory condition because this is my own victory condition. So anyway, I pull everything out the hat. He's on 24 health. And then I think I finally start seeing a way of doing it. But it took so long. This video is 9 minutes long, and I prefer it if I can keep a video between that sweet spot of about 5, 6 minutes. I don't really care about the algorithm on YouTube at the moment. All I care about is doing this, Among Us videos, and going back to Hunt Showdown every now and again, because they are the only games I still suck at, but I'm willing to do videos on. And finally, we come to the point where I start to pull off the combo. And this in itself will show you the reason why you should never pull off this combo. Because I'm willing to bet if I'd actually released this the way it was, you guys would have gone, well, it was still pretty impressive. Um, if it had gone wrong and you did do it, you multiplied one Relentless Raider card with Out Brilliance, which is a card which can then you can copy one card on the field and then sacrifice another monster to copy that card again. However, that's not a red card, so you can't use it. It's a three-fingered card. I think it's green, blue, and yellow, so it's not red. Not too sure about that though, don't quote me. So finally, I get to the final turn. I think he realized what I was trying to do and just accepted his fate. And this is exactly why you should never do this challenge. Because I line it up, I attack, I take off exactly, and here comes the milling of exactly 20 health. It does not keep going. Prophecy cards can play before it, which means even if this could have ended me right here. You see, all it would have taken is for one of those prophecy cards to have been a auto destruction, which when I would have only taken off four. And yes, I had the advantage. I could have killed the other two cards. I could have still attacked. But the point being, I would have technically failed the challenge because once the combo had started, I did not mill and destroy my opponent. However, I will leave you with that and with the advice of never, never do this challenge. And I've been Swift Artblade. Thank you so much for watching. Put in the comments below what challenge you would like to see me do next, and I will try and do it. I promise. All right. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.